ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the EntertainMAN Tonight. I am your entertainment. I am Matthew Scorpio, coming to you live from Chicago, Illinois. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the EntertainMAN. We are here to talk about entertainment news, be it movies, TV, music, video games, anime, whatever the hell I want to talk about. It's my show. I'm the EntertainMAN. I'm going to talk to you about all things that have been going on currently within the week. There's been so much going on, and I have a lot of things to talk about, to rant about, to bitch about. That's why we're here. We just want to talk about it. We just want to bitch about it. Just get everything out in the open, vent a little, express our feelings, and I want to let you all know what's going on. Not everyone knows what's going on at all times, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. I'm your EntertainMAN. Every week I will try to upload a video. I'm new at the video editing process, so give me a break, be patient. But I promise that every episode will be worth the wait. So, without further ado, let's just jump into it. Our first topic for today is Star Wars Rogue One. And I mean, you can see the lightsabers around me. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, ladies and gentlemen. Huge. Or as Donald Trump would say, huge. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I mean, when someone asks me what my favorite movie is, I say Star Wars. They say, which one? I say all 7. Because it's all one story. Yes, even the prequels, ladies and gentlemen. I love Star Wars. So anytime I get any kind of Star Wars news, I'm going to be excited. I love Rogue One. I love the fact that we are getting a Star Wars movie every single year now. That is not something that I'm going to bitch about whatsoever. So a few months ago, we got the trailer for Rogue One, and it looked amazing. It looked really fucking good. And some people are kind of confused. They don't really know where this movie takes place. A lot of people that don't really know Star Wars that well, damn you, whoever you are, people that don't know it that well are kind of like confused. They think, they hear that people are coming back, Darth Vader especially, and they're confused. They're like, oh, I thought Darth Vader was dead, so how is he coming back? They think that it's basically that Rogue One is almost Episode 8. Some people don't really understand that Star Wars Rogue One is another kind of prequel. Hopefully a lot better prequel than the ones that we've gotten. I still love the prequels. Jar Jar Binks aside. Me's a racist! But yeah, I don't think there's going to be any Gungans Jar Jar in this movie, so I'm excited about it. We have news. It was officially announced yesterday that James Earl Jones will be voicing, again, he'll be reprising his role of Darth Vader, so thank you. Thank you, God. I don't take that for granted at all. Thank you. It's always great to hear James Earl Jones as Darth Vader. Hopefully, we'll actually get to use him this time more so than they did in Revenge of the Sith, and hopefully there won't be any of those no's. So as long as that's not there, I'm a happy man. But like I said, it's a Star Wars movie. I'm excited. This week they updated us with a lot of information on the characters that are going to be in this movie. Now we know what each character's name is, the main characters. And we got to see, I think it was on Entertainment Weekly, or whatever magazine it was. They put him on the cover, Empire, something. And they had, an excerpt about Star Wars Rogue One and gave us some pictures. Didn't really give us any spoilers or anything. They let us know that Darth Vader is officially going to be in it. But they also, gave us some artwork a few months back that had Darth Vader in it. So I automatically assumed he was going to be in it, or why else would they show us Darth Vader in the Rogue One story art? So it's not really, they didn't really let us know. I guess officially he's there. We know Darth Vader's coming back. So, but yeah, I'm excited, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, Rogue One, they gave us a lot of updates, like I said, on all the characters. One character specifically that I'm very excited for is Forrest Whitaker's character, who was in the Clone Wars animated series. And so we actually have a character that's already interacted with Anakin, Darth Vader before, so we'll see if they cross paths again. I mean, this is a movie about stealing the plans for the Death Star, the first Death Star. I know there's been 3 now. But this is the first time. I'm thinking the movie's going to end, this Rogue One movie, with Leia getting the plans. And, basically how A New Hope starts with Darth Vader coming onto the ship and C-3PO and R2 leaving to go to Tatooine. I'm thinking, the movie ends right before all of that happens. So I'm excited, man. You can't, as a Star Wars fan, you can't not be. Even if you weren't a huge fan of Episode 7, you have to admit that it did things that the prequels didn't do. And it was just great. It had, special effects. It had, it wasn't all CGI, is what I mean. They had practical effects as well. And, I mean, I'm just so CGI'd out anytime I can have that. I'm very grateful. So, I'm very excited for Star Wars Rogue One. Very excited for Star Wars Episode 8. But like I said, Rogue One comes out this year, December 19th. Get ready for it. And ladies and gentlemen, on to our next topic. Our next topic today is Finding Dory. This past weekend came out at #1. It beat out Central Intelligence with The Rock and Kevin Hart. It beat The Conjuring 2. Finding Dory, was that really a big surprise that it came in #1? No. I did see it, though. I was going to do a Scorpio cinema review. That's my other kind of channel on here. It's not going to be a separate channel, but it'll be on here. Scorpio cinema reviews, my movie reviews that I will try to do each week with the movies that are out in theaters. And I'll give you my opinion on whether you should spend your money or save it. Because a lot of movies coming out, you should just save your money. Not saying that every movie coming out is garbage, but a lot of them are. One in particular that came out this weekend, The Shallows with Blake Lively. Don't pay to see that. But anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about Finding Dory. Finding Dory came in at #1. Ladies and gentlemen, if you saw it, I would love to hear what you thought about it. I thought it was okay. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I was a fan of the first one. Not a huge fan. It's not my favorite Pixar film of all time. That would be Toy Story. But I still think that there's a lot of heart, a lot of emotion in Finding Nemo, especially the first 10 minutes of it. You know, when Marlin Nemo's mom dies from the barracuda fish or whatever it is, and Nemo's the only fish left, all the eggs are eaten. It's a very, emotional beginning, and the beginning to Finding Dory was also kind of emotional. And Dory, the baby fish version of Dory is, the cutest thing ever. I'm hot, I'm taking this off. I'm sorry, that was random. But yeah, there's so many cute characters in the movie, but I feel like Pixar is confusing cute characters for great characters. Just because you have a bunch of cute sea otters and this and that doesn't mean that you're going to have a great movie. I thought the movie was good, but it seems so much like the first one in a lot of ways, and in a lot of ways they were paying tribute to the first one, which is great. You know, if you're a fan of the first one, you probably really like that, but I just really wanted something new, and it just felt really rehashed, and it took them 13 years to come up with this, and so I was really excited. I'll be honest, a part of me almost fell asleep during it. I know it's not a movie made for me, it's made for kids, but I wasn't really a kid when I watched Finding Nemo, so why, and I appreciated it. I appreciated it, so why can't I do the same now? It was good. Like I said, it wasn't, I don't think as good as the first one. Sequels rarely are. But I think it was, it was good. It was fine, no harm, no foul. It was a good movie. But like I said, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, what you thought about it. Do you think there should be Finding Marlin, a third sequel, and make it a trilogy? Shit, Finding the Trilogy. I don't know. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on to our next topic. Our next topic, ladies and gentlemen, is, it seems that our favorite Demonic Nun from the underworld and Conjuring 2 is getting her own spin-off movie. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That is right. And one thing I'm excited about for that is that, we got a Conjuring spin-off movie before with Annabelle, and I'll be honest with you, it was mediocre. It really wasn't good at all, and with The Conjuring being as good as it was, I was so disappointed when I went in to see Annabelle. But then The Conjuring 2 came out, and they blew me away again. But now they're cashing in on it, and they're going to give us another kind of Conjuring spin-off movie. And if it's anything like the first one, no offense, I don't want it. But I'll be honest with you. The first Conjuring spin-off movie is about Annabelle. It's about a doll. And yeah, the doll has a scary face, but there's no personality behind the doll. It's just a scary face. Valak, the Demon Nun, is scary as hell. We don't know what the background is on it. Maybe it doesn't even have to have one, but it's just the fact that Valak could have a huge backstory. There's just so many more possibilities with this than I think there are for Annabelle, the spin-off movie. I'm really excited because I'm like, what are you going to call this movie? Are they going to call it Scary, Scary Demon Nun? Or, I don't know, Valak's Day Off? Or fucking Monastery Monster 1, Electric Boogaloo? I don't know. I don't know what they're going to call it. But I know I'm excited. I know James Wan is the best director working in horror right now. Even if he just executive produces it, just has his hand in it. I'll be happy because, like I said, no one's doing horror like him right now. He is so great. The Conjuring 2, literally, there's a video on Facebook of a woman who was suspectedly possessed by a demon while watching the movie, and the video is really kind of weird. You don't really see that much. It's blurry, but just the sounds that you hear are really fucking frightening. And there was news in India that a man that was watching The Conjuring 2 literally died while watching it. So, don't mess with the demons, folks. You know what I'm saying? Stick with Jesus, folks. Stick with Jesus. He will save you. But yeah, I'm really excited about this Conjuring spin-off movie. Like I said, wasn't very impressed with the first one, but I think with this character that there's so much more that they could do with it, so much more range and possibility, and I'm just excited for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's The Conjuring 2 spin-off Nun, and hopefully she doesn't haunt your dreams tonight. And on to our next topic, ladies and gentlemen. Our next topic is, okay, I'm very excited about this. Well, kind of excited. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Not only, and this is about the Power Rangers movie. Not only did we get, a kind of teaser poster this week, seen here, there was also some more Power Rangers news. And when I first heard this, I thought maybe it was a joke, possibly not real, but it's real. Ladies and gentlemen, it turns out that the actor that is going to be playing Zordon in the Power Rangers is going to be none other than Heisenberg Bryan Cranston himself. And I couldn't be more thrilled for this. Bryan Cranston is fucking Zordon! Are you kidding me? That's fucking amazing on so many levels. I'm gonna cry. I'm laughing so hard. Fucking Zordon. He's just a floating head. Gives the Power Rangers the powers and tells them kind of what to do. But I'm just very excited about this. It seemed like they were kind of approaching this Power Rangers movie as kind of like a B movie, but they're getting A-list stars to be in it. So, I'm getting excited for this movie. I wasn't, as I said before, I'm not really a huge fan of the new suits, but I am excited for this movie and the prospects of what they're going to do in it. I don't know how graphic it's going to be, how gritty, how dark. I doubt it's going to be that dark. It's Power Rangers, but I can't tell if they're going to go for a more child-friendly audience or if they're going to try and appeal to adults as well. That's why I'm excited. I mean, I think that's one reason to get pumped for it is Bryan Cranston's in it. So, I mean, he hasn't really done too many bad films in my opinion. So, what do you think? What do you think about the new poster, ladies and gentlemen? What do you think about Bryan Cranston being in the Power Rangers universe now? It's so weird to think about, but it's so amazing at the same time. So, yeah, that's coming out next year, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know when we will get a trailer for this, maybe at Comic-Con. Like I said, you never know what's going to happen at Comic-Con. Maybe we'll get a Power Rangers trailer. I know that I'm very stoked for it, though. I cannot wait to see the Zords, the fights, the putties, Rita. We've seen her. It's rumored the Green Ranger's in it. That Tommy was one of my favorite characters. So let's see what's going to happen. I'm excited. How can you not be? All right, ladies and gentlemen. On to other news. It turns out that Steven Spielberg had something to say, as well as the executive producer of the new Indiana Jones 5 movie. I guess they thought that ever since Rogue One, back here, right here, not Rogue One, The Force Awakens. Ever since The Force Awakens, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, ever since Han Solo died, with this blade right here, the Solo Slayer, ever since Han Solo died, I guess people have been kind of anxious, kind of nervous. They're like, well, they're doing another Indiana Jones movie. Are they gonna fucking kill off Indiana Jones? Is Harrison Ford just fuck it? I'm gonna kill off all the famous characters I played because there's gonna be a Blade Runner sequel. He's gonna be in it. They can just kill him off in that too. Just kill off all the Harrison Ford characters. Let's go back to Regarding Henry and kill him in that too. Go back to The Fugitive, kill him in that. But yeah, but basically Steven Spielberg and the executive producer of Indiana Jones 5, still yet to be titled, wanted the audience to rest assured, be able to sleep soundly, that they are not going to kill off Indiana Jones in this movie. In fact, they're talking about doing another movie after it. Harrison Ford, man, I guess he's got cocaine in his blood. I don't know. The man just keeps going. He's like the Energizer Bunny. He just won't stop, and I don't want him to stop. I'll be honest with you. I'm glad he's still going. after Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, I'm not too excited for this. I'll be honest with you. Not getting my hopes up because after the I've never really had my hopes as high for a movie as I had for Kingdom of the Crystal Skull walking into that. And walking out, I was just beyond disappointed. As I said, more disappointed than I have been for any other film in my life. And that's saying a lot because I saw Batman and Robin in theaters. So that's saying something. But I am, I think maybe hopefully they learned from their mistakes with that one. They know how universally hated Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is. So maybe they'll do this one justice. Maybe they'll send Indy out on the right note, God forbid they don't, but God willing they will. And I hope they do, because Indiana Jones deserves it. I really feel like they should have stopped at The Last Crusade. That is such a perfect movie with such a perfect ending. It's called The Last Crusade, the last one, and yet he keeps growing on crusades. So, fucking A, whatever. It's my little rant on Indiana Jones 5. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on to our next topic. Our next topic is we have the Wicked movie release date. I guess this movie's happening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a huge musical theater fan. I'm a musical theater actor. And I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Wicked. I know. Keep your rocks, keep your pitchforks, I'm sorry. I think the music's great. I just don't think the story overall is amazing. I think it's overrated, but it's still a great show. It's still a great show. Don't fucking kill me. It's still a great show. And anyway, it has a release date. It's coming out in December 2019, so, it's got some time. But, in the holiday season of 2019, I'm sure teenage girls and gay men everywhere will be defying gravity all over the place. And I'm excited for that because I will be as well. I'm excited to see who they have in this. It's been rumored for so long that they're going to get, I think, Leah Michele from Glee to be Elphaba. I'm more interested to see who they cast as Glinda. So, maybe Anna Kendrick, you never know. They're using her in everything, musicals, nowadays. So, we'll see. That actually wouldn't be that bad to me, but I know people really love Wicked, so they're really excited for this. I'm excited for this as well because we haven't really gotten that many great musical movies lately. The last 5 years was great, again. Anna Kendrick, Jeremy Jordan was in that, but Into the Woods kind of fell flat for me, and that says a lot because I'm a huge Stephen Sondheim fan. My bulldog in the other room is named Sondheim. So obviously I love Sondheim and his work and his material, but I felt like the movie version, Rob Marshall's Into the Woods, just really fell flat in all ways. I know it's Disney, so they had to cut a lot out. It's more of a mature adult themed musical, but whatever. Like I said, we'll see. I'm holding off on judgments on Wicked until we see a trailer. But I'm excited. I think you're at least allowed to get excited about this. We'll see what happens. It's all going to be about the casting. But here's the thing. This movie's going to make a shitload of money either way. It doesn't matter if it sucks, if it's good. First of all, it's coming out. They're smart because they're, just like Into the Woods, they're releasing this movie in December. So it's probably more than likely going to come out towards the end of December, around Christmas weekend, where, it's magical and whimsical, and we need to go see a movie full of light and treasure and wicked and popular and defying gravity, and and they're smart. They're going to market it well. It's going to make a shitload of money, whether it's good or not. Hopefully, it will be good. If they even take just a page from Frozen and just kind of do it in a way that just a whimsical, like I said, whimsical, enchanting way. Just do it right. Do it right, please. Whoever's doing this movie, I don't know who's doing it yet, but just please do it right. Because Les Mis, Into the Woods, these movies, for me personally, have fallen flat compared to their stage productions. And obviously, I think, and I'm not trying to be biased as a stage actor, I feel like the stage version is always going to be better, but that doesn't mean that you can't have another alternate great version. Sweeney Todd, for me, Tim Burton's Sweeney Todd is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I think it is so good, and I'm not saying it's better than the stage version. It's definitely not better than the original with Angela Lansbury and Len Cariou, but I probably just butchered his last name. But it was still a great movie. So I think that they don't have to be better than the stage version. They can be their own separate thing, and they can still be great. And I really hope that that Wicked is going to be a good movie because it deserves to be. It's a great show. It's won It won so many Tony Awards when it came out, deservedly so. So yeah, I'm excited. If if you like musicals, you'll like this. If you don't, my God, the way that everyone loves this movie or loves this musical, I'm sure you'll probably love it too. It's kind of like Frozen. It's like crack. Everyone gets addicted and they become obsessed, and it engulfs their life. And I had a sister who was obsessed with the book, and now is obsessed with the show and is obsessed with it in general. That's how people get about this musical. I'm not kidding. People, they love it. Like I said, deservedly so. It's a great show. But anyway, folks, on to our next topic. Our next topic for today is we have E3. A lot of things happened at E3 over the past week. I know it kind of happened about a weekend ago, but I just want to briefly talk about E3. It's an electronic expo. For people that don't know, it's basically all about video games. And I'm not a huge Sony fan, but Sony came out swinging, man. I'm telling you, there's going to be a Crash Bandicoot PS4 remake. There's going to be a new God of War that has like a really amazing story in it. I've never played the God of War games, but I want to play this one just because the storyline seems amazing. Kratos has a kid. He's training the kid. He's got a fucking man lumberjack beard. I mean, it's fucking cool. And besides that, Kojima and the one dude from Walking Dead, I can't remember his name, they have a new game coming out as well. It looked really weird. Here's what it's called. And but it just looked really weird, but it looked really interesting as well. But I think, for me personally, what stole the show was Zelda, Breath of the Wild. It looks beautiful. I'm a huge Zelda fan. I've been waiting for a good Zelda game since Twilight Princess, and still to me my favorite is Majora's Mask, and nothing will beat that to me. But I'm excited for this game. It looks absolutely beautiful, aesthetically gorgeous in every way, shape, or form. It's going to make me buy whatever new console Nintendo comes out with. It's rumored to be called the NX, so we'll see what they do with it. But just if you haven't checked out the trailer for Zelda, check it out. It looks great. Even if you're not into Zelda games, this might make you get into them. It's such a gorgeous game. Apparently, the open world of it is 12 times bigger than Twilight Princess. So if you play that game, you know how big that scope is that I'm talking about. It's a game that it seems like you could get lost in for days, just adventuring around and searching, just exploring. I love things like that. That's what video games should be. The first Zelda game was like that. And this Zelda game won't be linear. It won't be like you have to do this and then go to this and do this and that and you can go anywhere at any time and do anything. There is no set order. Very few video games do that. Almost every video game has an order, has a list of things that you have to do, and if you don't do them, you can't beat the end. And this Zelda game isn't going to have that, so I'm very excited about that. Man, the last one came out 5 years ago, so I need my Zelda fix. I need it. Also, Pokemon. There's a Pokemon game coming out on my birthday, November 18th. And I feel like that's a sign. I'm going to have to get it. Pokemon Sun and Moon, they had a demo and a new trailer for that at E3 as well. You got to see kind of like how it looks, the new Pokemon, the legendaries and everything about it. I haven't played a Pokemon game since middle school, so the fact that I'm thinking about buying this game and actually playing it says a lot. It says a lot about the new mechanics of it, the gameplay, how far it's come, the graphics, the storyline, everything about it. I mean, they've now instead of a link cable like we used to have back in the day to trade, it's Wi-Fi. It's open. You can trade with anyone across the world. If I want to trade with Hing Jong Chong from Hong Kong, I can do it. If I want to trade Pikachu for his Geodude, I can totally do it. If I want to trade with fucking anyone from Germany, Hasweisen the Truskin, and trade my Haunter for their Abracadabra, whatever the fuck, I can do it. Technology's come so far. So, I know, I'm ranting about Pokemon right now, and it's sad. But again, we're getting a Pokemon movie in the future. Warner Brothers is talking about doing a live-action CGI, so there's a lot of... Pokemon's coming back, man. It's not going to die. You think Pokemon's ever going to die out? It's not. It's never going to die. So yeah, so that's the Pokemon news. That's what's going on with E3, ladies and gentlemen. So, also there's going to be a Spider-Man game. I almost forgot about that. There is going to be a new Spider-Man game. Spider-Man 2 is hailed as the best Spider-Man game, and that came out, God, in like 2003, 2004, so we haven't really had a great Spider-Man game since then. So it's been a decade, and we saw a trailer for a new Spider-Man game, not titled. Didn't really see that much gameplay, but we did see a trailer. So it looked really good. That's all I can say. It looked really good. I'm excited for it. Didn't get any Kingdom Hearts news. Still upset about that. Another game that's been in development for over 10 years and I haven't got it. So hopefully, before I die, I'll be able to play the next Kingdom Hearts game. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on to our next topic. For today, we have Ridley Scott's Prometheus sequel, Alien Covenant. They gave us our first look at it. We got to see Michael Fassbender. We got to see Ridley Scott in the picture. Michael Fassbender is reprising his role as the android from the first one. And basically, if you haven't seen Prometheus, it's basically a prequel to the movie Alien with Sigourney Weaver again. Directed by Ripley. Not directed by Ripley, but Ripley is their character name. But anyway, so this is the sequel to Prometheus, which is the prequel to Alien, and I know that's extremely confusing. But Ridley Scott, he is again directing this. He directed Alien. He directed Prometheus. I'm excited for this movie. I was excited for the picture still to see Michael Fassbender back on this movie. And like I said, if you didn't see Prometheus, check it out. Because even if you haven't seen Alien, which I hadn't seen Alien when I watched it, I still enjoyed it. But it makes way more sense if you watch Alien and then go back and watch Prometheus. It was made that, in that order. That's the order that you should watch it in. And then after Aliens, the sequel to Alien, don't watch any more of those. Those Aliens 3 and all those movies are shit. But this, I love Prometheus. Some people didn't like Prometheus at all. They thought it was bad. I feel like if you don't like Prometheus, you didn't understand it. Because there's a lot of underlying issues, a lot of underlying themes. And if you're not paying attention, literally, if you're not paying attention for every single scene in Prometheus, you can miss a huge something, and then the whole movie can kind of just not be as good because you weren't paying attention, you weren't listening. So I'm very excited for this. I don't know when it's going to come out. I'm thinking it's going to come out sometime next year. But I'm just excited. It's Ridley Scott. He's doing another Alien film. He's going back into that universe of xenomorphs and engineers and face huggers, and you can't ask for anything more than that, I don't think. But anyway, I'm excited. You can't not be. Check out that still, and whenever the trailer comes out, we will talk about it here on EntertainMAN Tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here tonight on the EntertainMAN Tonight. Again, I am Matthew Scorpio, coming to you live from Chicago, Illinois. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe and comment and share, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to keep making these videos, is if you people share them and tell me that you like them and enjoy them and kiss my ass and blah, blah, blah. I'm just kidding. But no, I hope that you enjoyed it, ladies and gentlemen. I will be here each week to let you know what's going on in entertainment. That's why I'm here. I'm your EntertainMAN. Look out for my Scorpio cinema reviews, where I will also be each week trying to review the movies that are coming out in theaters. I can't always do it, but anytime I can, I will let you know what I think of them and if you should spend or save your money. Anytime we end the show, ladies and gentlemen, we always like to go out with a bang! And I get questions from you, the viewer, and I say, it's hypothetical, and you ask me, it's like, if you had to bang from this category, who would you bang? That's how it always goes. And this week, I specifically was asked, if you had to bang any character from the DC universe, who would it be and why? The DC comic universe. That was interesting. There's a lot of sexy ladies in the DC universe, but if I had to choose one in particular, it would probably be Batgirl post getting shot by the Joker. Not that there's anything wrong with being in a wheelchair at all, but and I like her as the Oracle. She gets so much smarter when she's the Oracle. But Batgirl, man, she's Barbara Gordon. She there really was no badass female characters in Batman until her. Yeah, Catwoman was there. Yeah, there was Poison Ivy, and before Harley Quinn even showed up on the scene, we had Barbara Gordon, and just one of those first loves I had as a comic fan. And if I had to choose a second, though, cheating. If I had to choose a second, though, it would be. Oh man, I guess you have to say Harley Quinn, right? You can't not, especially nowadays with how popular she is. She's even rumored to have her own solo film coming out after the Suicide Squad movie that premieres in July, next month. So we get to see how Margot Robbie portrays Harley Quinn, and then, like I said, potentially she's going to be getting her own solo film. So obviously, she's killing the shit in this movie. She's doing great for the studio to automatically see that movie and be like, okay, give her her own movie. She needs it. Just give it to her. She needs it. I don't care if the Joker's in it. Just give her a movie. So obviously, she's going to be very popular. She's going to do great. I'm very excited to see her portrayal of Harley Quinn. But ladies and gentlemen, that's who I would bang out of the DC Universe. Let me know who you'd like to see, who hypothetically you would like to hear me choose who I would bang. Send in your comments down below. It just doesn't matter what it is. Whatever it is out of the category, I will pick. I will find out who I would bang in that category. Some people picked Pokemon. Some people have picked Star Wars universe or the Marvel universe, or like the WWF wrestlers from the 90s. Send in whatever weird category you want. I'll do it. I will tell you who I would hypothetically bang. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here on EntertainMAN Tonight. I can't wait to see you next time. You stay sexy. Coming to you live from Chicago, Illinois. I'm Matthew Scorpio. I will see you next time. Are you not entertained? That's my catchphrase. We'll see if it works. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.